NBA IHSAA Finals. The two best teams from the Western Conference. It's the Plainfield Quakers. And from the Eastern Conference, it's the home team, the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. Plainfield, Franklin coming up next. Welcome to this huge rematch of games. We welcome you back to Franklin. It's the Art Craft Forum, the home of the Grizzly Cubs. Franklin hosting game 1 and 2 of the finals. But Plainfield has a chance to win the finals in their home arena. The Grizzly Cubs and the Quakers coming up next. And what a fantastic game we will see. We know the uniform combos, and tonight's combos are crazy. Plainfield is wearing their home unis, and Franklin wearing their navies. Zach Roden looking to get his first, looking for his second title on Franklin. This should be a good one, everyone. Plainfield, Franklin, and we are underway in Franklin. Plainfield gets the ball first. Fantastic game we will see. Fairs back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 2. Eli Jackson for 2. And here's Kyle Perry. Perry back to Swafford. Swafford with it. Back to Smith. Noah Smith for 2. We are tied. Could this game go into overtime? Maybe. What a game we will see. Here's Isaac Stead. Stead back to Jackson. Jackson. Still dribbling. Back to Stead. Stead looks. Back to Baker Lanes. Quick pass to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 2. Fantastic shot by Jackson. And here's Swafford again with it. Swafford back to Smith. Noah Smith for 3. Franklin to the lead. And the crowd is going wild here from the Art Craft court. Great game indeed. Smith with the block. Stead with the rebound though. Back to Fairs. Fairs has it. Back to Jackson. Jackson puts it up for 2. Jackson has all 6 points tonight. Here's Swafford. Chase Swafford with it. Back to Smith. Noah Smith for 3. He drains it again. It's a 2-point game from Franklin. Stead with it. For 3. It's Isaac Stead. And here's Swafford. Back to Roden. Roden with it. Oh, what a pass, and Overton will slam it in. What a pass by Zach Roden to Overton, as Overton will slam it in. The pass back to Stead is good. Here we go. Stead with it. And his lob is blocked. Swafford rebound and the layup. 12-9 Franklin. If you remember, Plainfield has won against Franklin, beat them twice in the regular season on game winners. Now they're trying to do the same here tonight. Isaac Stead for 3, tie game. Overton back to Smith. We are tied after the first quarter. And the Grizzly Cubs, they are showing us why they are the best team. And Noah Smith still coming out strong. What a game we are seeing from Franklin. The finals. Plainfield, Franklin, all tied up at 12 after the first quarter. Welcome back to the Art Craft Forum, the home of the Grizzly Cubs. It is 12-12. The IHSAA NBA Finals. Joey Carnes, the head coach of the Quakers, leading his team here for the first time in his career. And then Blake Woodard, head coach of the Grizzly Cubs. Horath to Swafford. Franklin has the ball, and out there for Plainfield is Fayers, Wiederholt, Horner, Lyon Jackson. Here is Chase Swafford. Swafford lines up, gets ready for two. And Plainfield down by 2. Here's Eli Jackson. Jackson, he looks. Jackson with off the backboard. And what a shot from Eli Jackson. And we are tied up once again. What a game we are seeing. Swafford. Oh, and the lob by Rocco is no good. Rebounded by the Quakers. DeAndre Lott almost just took the lead for the Quakers. And here's Smith with the dunk. Noah Smith dunks it in. What a dunk by Noah Smith. And now here is Logan Fayers. Fayers with it, back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. And that's his first 3 of the night. May not be his last, though. Swafford back to Rockhill. And back to Swafford. Back to Smith. Noah Smith for 2. And that is not good for Franklin, because Plainfield could hit a 3 and take the lead by 2. Look at this. 1 minute left here in the second. Wiederholt with it. Back to Fayers. Logan Fayers for 3. And the Quakers are back up front here tonight. We know for a fact that this is the most watched, by what we are hearing in our ears. This is the most watched NBA Finals, NBA IHSA Finals in history. Swafford back to Roden. Look at that pass. Look at that 3 by Grant Porath. Porath gets on the board for Franklin. It's now 21-20. Here we go, Jackson with it. And the rejection by Noah Smith. Smith with it. Smith looks back to Swafford. Chase Swafford for 3. And the Grizzly Cubs fans are back on their feet here tonight. Horner passed back into Jackson. It's a 4-point advantage for the Grizzly Cubs. The lob to Horner by Jackson is good. And it's the dunk by Austin Horner. Horner with another dunk this season. This time his first in the finals this year. Here's Swafford. Swafford with it. Swafford has it. Swafford for 2. Corner with it, back to Jackson. What a game we are seeing from Franklin. Jackson back to Fayers. Logan Fayers for 3 with 1.3 left on the board. At the end of the first half, the Quakers are down by 1. What a game we are seeing in the NBA IHSA Finals. Logan Fayers hit the 3. Bryden with the 1. But Franklin, however, has the lead. after a half. Welcome back to the Art Craft Court. It's a 1-point game in Franklin as the Grizzly Cubs lead it 26-25. And out there for Franklin, it's Chase Wofford, Zach Roden, Overton, Perry, and Smith. Chase Wofford for 3 to start the half. Isaac Stead with it. Back to Baker Lands. Upper Baker Lands, back to Jackson. Jackson, Horner. Goaltending on Cooper Overton. And that's an automatic 2 points for the Quakers. Man, how about that goaltending by Overton? Smith looks. Back to Roden, back to Noah Smith. Actually, it's Swafford. Swafford with it. Swafford looks. Cooper Overton for 3. Baker Lands back to Jackson. Eli Jackson has it. Jackson fake shot. Back to Baker Lands, back to Jackson. Jackson back to Fairs. Back to Eli Jackson. Jackson almost steps out of bounds. Horner for 2. 32-29. The score right now. Noah Smith for 3. And the Grizzly Cubs fans know it to be true that Franklin is pulling away. Here's Logan Fairs. Back to Jackson. Eli Jackson. And the rejection by Noah Smith again. Noah Smith, fantastic defense play once again. Swafford has it. Back to Roden. Zach Roden for 3. And Franklin is pulling away in the second half. Stead back to Jackson. Jackson fake shot again. Back to Stead. Stead looks. Back to Baker Lands. Listen to the defense. Isaac Stead for 3.
3 points.
Great shot by Isaac Stead. Here's Chase Wofford back to Noah Smith. Smith has it. Smith there. Jackson with the defense, but Noah Smith drains the 2. As Plainfield is going to try to pull away and win this. Here's Eli Jackson again. Jackson looking. Jackson with it. He looks. Final 5 seconds in the third quarter. Jackson for 2. It's a 6-point game. Smith pass half court. Does not drain it. It's a 6-point game in Franklin. And it's the Grizzly Cubs who have pulled away. What a game we are seeing from Franklin. The Quakers down 6. Welcome back to the Artcraft Court, where the Grizzly Cubs are leading it big time by 6. Here goes the Quakers. Can Plainfield come back and win it? Or will it be the Grizzly Cubs? It is now the 4th quarter. 75 points is the target score. Colin Schmidt and Rock Hill is out there with Swafford and others. Jackson for 2. About Schmidt being on the court for the Grizzly Cubs. And here is Colin Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt back to Swafford. Swafford for 3. Wiederholt is out there on the court for the Quakers. But Chase Swafford with the shot. That was not for 3, that was for 2. 6-point game again. Bears back to Jackson. Eli Jackson drains the 2. Great game indeed. The lob by Swafford to Schmidt is no good. The pass, corner. Oh, and Harper Baker slams it in. Schmidt has it. Schmidt for 2. 4-point game. What a dunk by Eli Jackson. Over the head dunk. It's Eli Jackson. 2-point game again. And Plainfield, they're coming up strong here. And that shot is good by Swafford with the shot. And here's Logan Fairs with it. Fairs back to Jackson. Jackson looks. Eli Jackson for 2. That shot by Jackson is good. Here is Colin Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt with it. Back to Overton. Overton scores. Can the Quakers come back and win this game? It is a 4-point game in Franklin. Here's Logan Fairs. The one thing that everybody's happy about is that there's no time limits here. Wiederholt looking. Ben Wiederholt for 2. And the Quakers, they are looking strong in the 4th quarter. Here's Swafford. Chase Swafford looks. Back to Schmidt. Are they going to hit a 3? Schmidt looks. Fairs covering. Back to Swafford. Look at Swafford. Swafford misses it. Overton rebound and the layup. The putback by Overton. Exciting game in Franklin. Jackson with it. And the rejection by Rockhill. What a block by Nathan Rockhill. Most of the shots that Eli Jackson has taken today has been blocked. And here we go. Cam Reich is in for the Grizzly Cubs. And here we go. Here's Wiederholt with it. Ben Wiederholt for 3. It's a 1-point game from Franklin. And the Quakers have a chance to win it. Swafford back to Perry. Kyle Perry for 3. And that's the first three by Perry in the fourth quarter. What a shot from Perry. And that made the crowd go wild. Here's Logan Fairs. Fairs with it. Fairs back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for two. Man, what a game from Franklin. The Grizzly Cubs still a 2-point advantage. And the three is good by Cam Reich. Cam Reich with the three. And what a shot from Reich. That was well needed for the Grizzly Cubs. Wiederholt for two. 3-point game in Franklin. Perry with it. Perry. Back to Swaff. Chase Swafford with it. Swafford looks. Back to Overton. Overton for three. And who is pulling away? That is Franklin. Franklin with the most amount of threes in the fourth quarter now. Great games. Jackson. The lob. No good, but it is rebounded by Horner, and Horner puts it back in. It's a 4-point game. Reich with it. Back to Swafford. Swafford has the ball. Swafford, Rockhill. Rockhill for two. And it was assisted by Chase Swafford. Here's Wiederholt. Back to Fairs. Back to Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt for three. And that is a well-needed shot for the Quakers. Wiederholt. Oh, knocks the ball loose. Back to Baker Lanes. Back to Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt slams it in. It's a 1-point game in Franklin. Crazy turn of events here. Here's Wiederholt again. Knocks the ball loose from Swafford's hands. And he dunks it in again. And the Quakers are back up front. Here's Wiederholt there. Again knocking the ball out of Swafford's hands and steals it for three. It's Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt going off now. Fairs with it. Covering Reich. And it's stolen. The pass is stolen. Austin Horner for three. And the Franklin fans, they are not liking this. As the crowd roars now. Backups in for Franklin. It's Roden and Smith. Timeout Plainfield. And it is a 7-point game. And this is good for both teams. Both teams get to cool off. What an exciting fourth quarter this is. Man, what a game we are seeing. And here we go. After the timeout, looks like that Plainfield has put in new players. Looks like that Kahn is in. Arnavitis is in as well. Kyle Perry for three. It's Barton. Barton, half court. No good. Overton with the rebound. Smith. Chase Swafford for three. Swafford for three. Here's Barton again. For three, it's Barton. No good. Smith rebound. Perry for the lead. It's Franklin. Barton with it. The pass is stolen by Kyle Perry. No Smith there. And Perry for three. A three-pointer by Franklin wins the game for them. Here's Barton. Swafford knocks the ball loose. Is it to Overton? Overton with the score. One more point, and then Franklin will win it at home. The fans are on their feet. Barton back to Arnavitis. Back to Kahn. Kahn makes the shot. No, that's Barton. Trey Barton with the layup. Here's Swafford. Swafford steps out of bounds. Swafford steps out of bounds. Here comes Carson Healy, Seth Serra. And this is huge for the Quakers. Bears there. Roden covering. Here's Serra. Baker lands for two. Swafford with it. Backcourt violation. Plainfield will get the ball. Smith steps back court. And here comes Eli Jackson and Austin Horner. Healy back to Baker lands. Back to Healy. Back to Horner. Back to Baker lands. Harper Baker lands. And that's game. And the Quakers win game one. It's a game winner by Harper Baker lands. 75-74. Franklin collapses late. What a finish. The Quakers win it in Franklin. They take game one of the finals. The one thing for Franklin is they will get Thunder back tomorrow. Jackson is your New Balance player of the game. What a game by Eli Jackson. That will do it, everyone. Thanks for watching.